Hey guys, Mitch, Kendra here from Racetracks Online. We are in Foxborough, Massachusetts, round 12 of Monster Energy AMA Supercross. We're at Gillette Stadium. We're joined by a couple of people from the Dirt Bike Depot racing team. And look at their special New England Patriots gear for this weekend. So we got Max here, the team owner. Max, walk us through the graphics for this weekend and everything with the setup.
Yeah, so growing up, I've been a diehard Patriots fan. So last year when we came to Gillette, we figured we'd go out, kind of out of the box a little bit. So we did helmet wraps last year. We invited a bunch of the players out. We used the power of social media. This year, we wanted to go a little bit bigger. So instead of helmet wraps, we wrapped the bike. So thanks to HPD Graphics, killed this design for us. 110 killed the gear for us too. We're just paying homage to the 6-time Super Bowl champions. And as a diehard Patriots fan, and having a bunch of the players out this year again, Kendrick Bourne, Antonio Gibson, Pop Douglas, just for us, it's super cool. And for the guys, it's super cool as well. And we kind of take a sport like our sport, such a niche sport, and combine it with the NFL. And I mean, the players love it, the riders love it. It's super cool. And for me, I can't race, but I can watch these guys, with Patriots logos on the track. So super cool. I'm excited. I know the guys are excited, and ready to have some fun, put in the main event in the mud or shine. We'll do it. Yeah,
so you mentioned last year you've had some players out here. I think you guys went to a Patriots game as well.
Yeah.
Just what was that like, being able to share this sport with those guys and a little bit about their sport? Obviously you follow it from the couch, and watch from TV, but what was it like being able to share your insight and then hear their insight as well?
Yeah, so we got invited out to a game. I think they played the Jets. So we got invited out to a game. A bunch of us, a couple of the riders, we flew out. It was such a cool experience. We were on the field for the entire first half. Kendrick Bourne came up to us on pregame warm-ups, so that was super cool. And it's just cool being able to show guys who, they don't care whether we're winning or losing. They just think what we're doing is super cool. It's brand new for them. They've never been to a dirt bike race before that. So for us to be able to use the power of social media, get them out there, kind of show them, what it's like to rev a bike and watch these guys ride. And last year we had videos of these guys sitting on the bikes just revving the piss out of them. But for them, that's super cool, and for us, taking superstar athletes and showing them our superstar athletes, it's the best of both worlds. And obviously growing up a diehard Pats fan, I wouldn't do this anywhere else, just Gillette, just Foxborough. So
yeah, even as a diehard Steelers fan myself, I gotta admit this is pretty cool. So yeah, and then last one for you, the season so far, how's it going for you guys? What would you like to see maybe working on these last couple rounds, heading more to the East Coast swing here?
Yeah, no, it's been good. I mean, it's been a lot of ups and downs. Last year we had such a smooth, easy season, it felt like. So it was only right that we had a little bit of a rocky start. But we've been in main events. We've had good results. Gage has been scratching that top 10, so that's been good. The goal is, main event or bust. We have the caliber of guys to be in the main events, and we want those top 10s. We want to be winning LCQs if we're in them. Overall, it's been good, but I think these next 4 rounds are really going to be where we shine, whether it's in the mud, whether it's in the rain, the shine, whatever. I'm super excited. I know this guy wants a little bit more, but I think overall we have some good momentum from Birmingham. We had 2 out of our 3 guys in the main from that. So yeah, we go crush it this weekend, and we crush it again in Philly, and we keep the momentum going into Salt Lake and into our first outdoor season. That's the goal.
Awesome. Yeah, and real quick before we wrap this up, just like to give a quick shout out to 60 Helmets for backing this video, and for the sick helmet design as well. And then I'll switch over here to Gage. But yeah, you guys have some fun riders. They got some fun personality. They might not be the biggest well-known guys. When you talk to them, they're fun, they're exciting. They got some swagger out on the track. They got some fun things they do out there. So yeah, I'll switch it over to him here in a second. All right, we're joined by number 75 of the Patriots. Oh wait, you're not Vince Wilfork. You're Gage Linville. Gage, walk us through the Supercross season so far. How's it going for you? What's the goals for this weekend?
Yeah, it had flashes of greatness, but flashes of not so well either. But no, I'm excited. I feel like I've been riding good. Just gotta have a little luck on my side and put myself in better spots. But no, I'm grateful to be out here. It's a dream come true to still be racing, and yeah, I'm excited. No, but the goals for this weekend and rest of the season are same as they've been. Let's get closer to the top 10. I've been scratching it, but I'm ready to get into it. I've had a good couple weeks of practice in the off week, so yeah, I'm excited.
And is there anything you can pinpoint to, like technique, maybe whoop speed, starts? Is there anything that you need to focus on these last couple of races to really finish the season strong?
Yeah, it's just a little bit of everything. It's hard to point out one thing because, everybody does everything so good at this level. It's just a little bit everywhere. At the practice track, I ride really, really good. I can't translate it to the race, but we've been working on that. And no, I think I'm excited for the weekend. rain or shine, I think we're going to be ready to rock and roll. So.
And then I know this team does a lot of unique stuff. Obviously, we have this weekend. You guys have done some cool stuff in Daytona. Excuse me. So what's it like being able to race for a team that tries different things on the bike, off the bike? You know, these guys seem like they're fun. Like, you guys have a fun personality over here. It's kind of a cool team tent to come hang out under. You know, what's it like just being able to have different gear and just kind of show off a little bit of style, maybe on the track, off the track, everything like that?
Yeah, no, it's great. The team atmosphere is amazing. And like you said, like a Patriots team with Patriots players, like that's insane to me. Like, we get in the NFL to come out here and they think what we do is so cool. And yeah, you know, every round we've done cool stuff, and I'm excited. It's sweet. The bike's sweet. The graphics are sweet. Just, I'm liking it right now. So.
And then is there anything, like, do you feel like, because probably the East Coast, do you feel like East Coast track fits you well? Like, you want it to be more rough and rutted, or I guess what, like, condition-wise, what do you want to see on, maybe probably not mud, but what do you want to see a couple, like, race days on Saturday here in the Northeast swing?
Yeah, you know, I feel like I do better when it's really rutted. With that being said, I'd like to see ruts, but again, you know, I'm ready for anything. Like I said, I had a really good off week's training, and looking to put it in the top 10 this weekend and keep it going. So.
All right, so this is the last qualifying round for the SMX Next Supercross race. We're here with Grayson Townsend. 10th at last race. That's a pretty strong ride. I really didn't see much on the broadcast, but walk us through how'd that round go?
Yeah, it was pretty good. I got a pretty good start, and I just tried to put some good laps in. I made a few mistakes, but yeah, I got 10th. I think I could have got a few more spots up, but I made a mistake and got shuffled back. But yeah, it was pretty good.
I'll say, what's the experience like? Because you've done, I think there's a couple of these now this year, right? So what's it like just the whole day? I know it's like a simulated race day. You kind of meet with the AMA officials. You kind of have some media meetings. It's kind of like a couple of things coming at you at once. What's that experience like, being able to take away the on-track stuff, the off-track stuff, the battles? Just like, there's so much going on. Are you just trying to be a sponge and take it all in? Like, how do you just, I guess, what's it like learning all this at once?
Yeah, we're learning a lot, but it's super good experience to like prep us for when we go pro. And yeah, we're really fortunate to have this program. And I don't know, it's a lot of people you're meeting, and yeah.
Another thing too, like, you're still rather young compared to some of the guys. Like, you're coming off the B class of Loretta's last year, right? So that's got to be I guess, kind of a good thing when you're like, hey, I'm a little bit younger than some of these guys. Maybe I'm learning some experience. Maybe next year you like come out swinging. Is that kind of like the goal? Not that you want to get through it, but you're probably building for next year, just getting experience this year, right?
Yeah, we're just getting experience this year to get ready for next year, and I think the year after that. So yeah, it's just learning.
And I know you were training at Club MX a little bit here and there. You kind of like the West Coast, like Glendale is pretty hard packed.
Yeah.
Some of these East Coast ones might be pretty rough and rutted, like Birmingham. Which one do you like, and what's kind of the training program been like during the week?
Yeah, we were in Georgia for a little bit at Next Level, but then we came home after Birmingham. But yeah, I mean, I really like the ruts and the gnarly bumps, but the slick is off. I've ridden that quite a bit too, so I don't know. I like both. They're both really fun. All
right, we're here under the Muck-Off Club MX FXR team truck. Alex, walk us through, man. We look like you're going to get redemption after the Daytona flat tire. Yeah. And in Birmingham, this is just a mistake. Just walk us through what happened there.
Yeah, in Birmingham, I have a good main event going. Got second, and then got up to first, and feel good on the track. Just got a little tight on the track, and then just made a little slip. I just landed on the slick spot or something, and just washed my front and got up and tried to finish with it like twisted bar. So it's okay. It happens. So we'll try to do redemption this time. So.
Yeah, and it looked like the track, like you mentioned, it was kind of slick. It looked like it was slick, but rough and red at the same time. Like, how did you manage that? And it seemed like guys were making mistakes, amateurs, pros, 450, 250 all day. It was like every section was giving guys trouble. So what did you think of the track, and kind of, just walk us through navigating, not pushing it too fast, and obviously the mistakes and everything?
Yeah, track is tricky. In Birmingham, it was like soft, and it's kind of like ruddy, so kind of pull you to the side, so it's hard to like balance into it, and it's kind of got a little edgy, so you have to see it. And yeah, kind of a couple slick spots you can't even see them under the lights. So yeah, I got one of them. So yeah.
And then so obviously 2 rounds. We know you've had the speed. You were fast qualifying in Red Bud last year at the Moto Combine, so now you have the speed. I guess what's the learning process like for those 2 races where obviously the mechanicals out of you can't control that, but what's it like being able to learn from those mistakes? Even though you didn't end up with the result you wanted to, you're still fast. You still take positives away.
Yeah, just give me confidence so I can be fastest in the futures, and I feel good there. And yeah, just it happens, like the flat tire happens. So, but I felt great all day in Daytona and rode best, and in Birmingham I felt good, got P2 in qualifying. So, and yeah, it just gave me really good confidence to race, and I feel good on the bike. So,
is there anything you're doing different during the week that has allowed you to have the better results and the better speed and the better confidence, or is it just being able to build and keep practicing and keep working towards it, and that's just kind of giving you the confidence?
Yeah, it's like more races I'm going through, and I get more comfortable in the races and like on the different tracks. And yeah, practicing with Cody and Max has definitely helped me with the speed and confidence, and we're doing some qualifying sessions, and yeah, it's like kind of adapting to the tracks and just try to pick up their pace because they know how to race good. So I just need to pick up that, and yeah, we'll be fine. So yeah, just work on some stuff during the week. What we learn on the race, we're just trying to work on it and get better next weekend. So.
And then if you could point to like one thing for this weekend for tomorrow, what is like one focus point for you this weekend? Is it maybe whoop speed or turns or momentum in the turns, or what? Do you have a focus point for this week specifically?
I think you just stay clean. I don't know, it's maybe gonna be a mud race tomorrow. We don't know yet. So if it's gonna be muddy, just probably stay clean and consistent and make it clean. And I think it'll be fine. So.
And then last one, there's a whole bunch of different aspects of this program between the on-track stuff, the off-track classrooms, learning from the AMA and the bike techs and everything like that. What's been your biggest takeaway off the bike? Whether it's listening from somebody else speak or just the simulated race day, like what's your biggest takeaway from it, the whole program?
It's definitely ride the same track as pros riding and see how the track get rougher, because it's different than in the amateur racing. The guys riding different, and definitely we have the meetings with the Rock Glover, Mike, and other guys, Alpine Stars guys, and learn from every single one of them. So and take their experience is really, really good, and kind of getting ready for the pro ranks here and get used to that. And yeah, it helps a lot with the confidence and getting more racecraft in. So yeah.
All right, one last thing. I know you're a pretty kind of humble guy. Whenever you have these pretty strong rides or pretty fast, like, do people like reach out to you on social media? Like, is there almost like, do you have people reaching out to you more? Is like, what's that kind of been like the feedback?
A little bit, yeah. Yeah, people start knowing me more, but I just do my thing and try to ride good. That's kind of only point. And yeah, people start coming a little more. So I mean.
All right, we're still under the Club MX tent here. I'm joined by Ryder. Just walk us through the Birmingham race and everything there that happened at the end of the race.
Yeah, got off to an all right start, and just kind of was racing my race, and then my teammate unfortunately went down, and also Landon Gibson, and just capitalized on that and led most of the race, but ended up going down as well with on the last lap.
Was it just, I guess, what could you pinpoint anything to what happened? Was it like, did the nerves get to you? Was it just a silly mistake? Like, walk us through. Can you pinpoint what happened, or does it just happen so quickly?
Yeah, honestly, man, it just happened so quickly. It was like, I honestly felt good. Didn't really feel like it was. Honestly, I really wasn't even that nervous. Like, I thought it would be a little bit more crazy for leading a race. I've never done that, but no, it was good. I felt really comfortable, and just just kind of got kicked weird, and the bike went away on me. But yeah, I felt pretty comfortable, and I'm looking forward to doing that again.
I think Barsha kind of did the same thing in the same turns, but we were just talking with Alex. That track, I feel like it was biting the amateur guys, the 250 guys, the 450 guys. It was a brutal track. It was like slick and slippery, but it was also rough and rut at the same time. What were the conditions like for you? Did you make any bike changes throughout the day and heading into this weekend? Kind of what's it like, kind of navigating the tricky track?
Yeah, no bike changes at all. Been pretty much the same all year, to be honest. I mean, a couple clicks here and there depending on the track. I mean, maybe this weekend we will because we haven't ridden mud yet, but no, overall it's been really good, and just honestly just working a lot on me. It's more just anything I can really fix with myself, and just trying to get better throughout the season. Every race I go back to club, and I seem like I get better every time. So just trying to focus on the little things I can do for myself and be better every round.
And then through this program, there's a lot that goes through it. Meetings with people, the AMA meetings, everything you guys listen to pro guys speak. What's been the biggest takeaway from you, like off the bike?
Honestly, I would just have to say just really like reflecting on myself, and really trying to just try to build myself up a little bit more with my own networking, and just using just trying to meet new people in this industry. I'm getting more comfortable being at these races. This is probably my fourth one now, so just getting more comfortable every time I come to one of these things, and it's been good.
And I'm not mistaken, you've only been really racing motorcycles for like a handful of years now, right?
Yeah.
Can you walk us through like how you got started and kind of what's it been like so far?
It's honestly, it's been a fast progression for sure, but just a lot of hard work, and just that's what's pretty much got me there. And Club MX, of course. But yeah, no, only been racing for 5 years, and yeah, I got to give a lot of my credit to Brandon Haas and the whole Club MX crew, and yeah, my determination too. It's been paying off, but yeah, I'm looking forward to hopefully getting it here soon.
And even with the mistakes in Birmingham, is it, like you said, reflecting on yourself, there's still positives to take away from that day? And I'm sure, like, age-wise, and you like comparing yourself to guys, it's like you're getting experience, you might not have as many races under your belt, but like you're learning a lot. So what's it been like taking away those things and just, like I said, just trying to improve here and there, whether it's on the track, off the track, just everything? Yeah,
just honestly, I guess coming into the season too, I didn't really know where I would be at all, just dealing with a couple injuries. And yeah, honestly, to be, Glendale was kind of my first race, and it was kind of not a good one. But then going, qualifying P3 at Daytona, and then even this last weekend, yeah, it's been good. And honestly, been I surprised myself a little bit at Daytona, I think qualifying P3, but just been building confidence from every round, and just, yeah, looking forward to continuing that.
And then last one, what's it like, you and Alex, you guys, I'm sure, battle at the track together. What's it like kind of being able to push each other, kind of grow from each other, and kind of just lean on each other maybe off the track when you're training or whatever, and then like battling with him as well, learning from him and vice versa? Yeah, it's really cool. We have a really unique bond, and I don't think all these other kids have teammates like me and him are. We're pretty much best friends, and we spend every day together, and yeah, we're both very competitive, but we push each other to our best, and yeah, it's been really good. All right, so here in the Northeast, we got New England native Russ. Walk us through home race and everything. You got a crowd over here, you got a bunch of friends, family. Walk us through the SMX Next Supercross race this weekend.
It should be a good, fun time. I got all my friends and family out here supporting me. I'm super grateful for that. We're supposed to be getting a little bit of weather here, but I think it'll be a good day tomorrow. It should be a lot of fun.
All right, I heard you did your first TV interview today earlier. How did that go?
Yeah. It was great. Definitely pretty nerve-wracking at first, but I got the hang of it after a little bit.
What the things that come with like the home race? Is there like extra pressure, extra friends coming around? Is it extra busy? What's that kind of?
I mean, I guess you could say there might be a little extra pressure because I got so many people texting me like, oh, you got to win, you got to do good, because they're going to be watching and stuff. So definitely, I'd say there's a little extra pressure on that, but nothing too crazy. It'll be a fun night.
Yeah, and so you're from pretty close to here. Walk us through growing up in this area, who you rode with, kind of what the...
Yeah, I mean, I grew up looking up to like Jimmy Dakotas and some of the local dudes like him who have done stuff like great things in this sport. And I mean, I did a little bit of training with Jimmy over the summer, and then, one of our other local friends, James, who's riding, he's a local. I grew up watching him too. He was a few years older than me, but now I'm finally racing with those guys and in the SMX Next class, and it should be good.
Yeah, and Jimmy D is actually mechanicking for James Harrison.
Yeah, he is.
James Harrington this weekend, which is pretty cool.
Yeah.
So yeah, the SMX Next program, walk us through what the experience has been like. Obviously, there's a lot from the classroom sessions, the on-the-bike stuff, and then there's off-bike stuff too. So what's the racing been like, and then what's also the off-the-bike stuff been like as well?
The racing's been really good. It's definitely pretty intense. Qualifying's tough. But I mean, by the night show, it's kind of just keeping it on two wheels and getting a good start, because there's definitely a lot of dudes that fall and a lot of stuff happens in the main. But I mean, the training side of things, I've been preparing for it since October, so I've had more than enough training for it, and I know what I have high expectations, and I know I can achieve them definitely one day for sure.
And we saw you come on the scene last year at High Point. It was your first pro race. Talk us through the graphics here. We got the 3D graphics.
We're running the 3D racing graphics in honor of Bill Dill with it on the shroud there. We've been using that since High Point in the Pro Motocross series, and we'll run it for as long as we can until we can't any longer, or if hopefully, praying to God, we'll get a factory ride one day. So then we'll have to run whatever graphics those are. But
yeah, and so talk about how that came, the relationship with Bill, what that kind of was like.
So my dad was always friends with him, and when I was growing up, he used to take us to the races like Gillette and Foxborough, and we would help my dad would go over there and help clean the rig and then come here and set up and whatnot. But I was young, and they always talked about when I was going to race Supercross and Motocross and when I was going to be a pro, and he would always ask my dad when he was getting me a blue bike, because Bill loved the Yamahas. But I had a blue bike for a little bit, but it didn't work out. So we went back on the KTMs, and sadly Bill passed away, and then we're just trying to keep the logo alive as long as we can. So.
Yeah, and then we've got his family members here as well, so that's probably special for them.
Yeah.
Anything else you'd like to touch on that we missed? Anything else like that?
I think that's it. Yeah, it should be fun. I'm ready to have a good time.
Oh, real quick, walk us through the Birmingham race into the top 10. What was that experience like?
Once I got a decent start, like not that great, but like so many dudes left the inside lines open in like the first 3 corners, and I'm like, I just ran it up the inside. So I was able to make a bunch of passes on the first lap, and my dad put on the pit board, I was P10, and my goal was top 10 because I needed 2 points towards my pro card. And I was like, all right, I got to get 1 spot. I should be good. One dude crashed, and then he put P9, breathe. And I just held it in for 9th. I definitely backed it down quite a bit once I was in 9th because I had a gap from the guy behind me. And I was like on way, and I didn't know if I wanted to make a pass. And I could have ran it up the inside, but I didn't want to take us both out and sacrifice anything. So I just ran it in for the 9th. But definitely looking to do a little bit better than that. Hopefully a top 5 this weekend. That's the goal.
And so you did get the pro points. So
yeah, I did get all 4
next,
points. So yeah, gonna do SMX Next here in Foxborough, and then SMX Next in Pittsburgh. We're gonna do the last East Coast as like a professional East Coast rider, but we're just gonna wait till next year and get into outdoors and get ready for. I don't think we'll go to California, but definitely High Point for sure, and we'll do all the East Coast ones like last year.
Awesome.
Yeah.
That's a wrap on press day here at Gillette Stadium. As you can see behind us, the track is covered with tarps. Right in the center of the start, in front of the hole shot in the gates, we have a big mound of dirt that's covered with, covered with tarps. They're going to take that and they're going to cover the starting straight tomorrow and put a little extra soil on top of the kind of puddled up mud now. You can see they're blowing dry the seats with leaf blowers in unison over there. It looks a little bit muddy now, but as we know, last weekend in Seattle, it looked pretty muddy, and we got a pretty good racetrack on Saturday. It looks like we might have a little bit of rain Sunday during the night show, but for now, it looks like we should be in good shape. If it starts raining after the tarps come off, we may be in trouble, but for now, we know these SMX Track Crew guys are going to take care of it. So yeah, it's a quick look at Gillette Stadium here in Foxborough, Massachusetts, round 12 of Monster Energy AMA Supercross. Tune in live for Peacock on Saturday.